Hey guys, how's it going? Simply Household Science here, and welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a different take on the classic baking soda and vinegar. The reaction that you saw in the last video. We are going to be doing 4 different takes on it. First of all, the first take that we're going to be doing on it is with... soap is the first one. So basically what we're going to be doing with the soap is we're going to go ahead and take soap, mix it with a small amount of baking soda, because I only have a very small amount left. But I'm going to mix this soap, a small amount, with baking soda. Then I'm going to add vinegar to it and see what happens. So then I'm going to move on to the next component, which is hydrogen peroxide. And I have no clue what will happen with any of these at all. The next component, because I'm going to be doing the same thing for all of them, wood glue, because I can. And the final ingredient, this I just kind of grabbed randomly. And I didn't even know we had this, but sweet. Tanning oil. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started off with the first one. Okay, so now I went ahead and added a small amount of baking soda right there. And then the Ajax soap in the background. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my vinegar here and just add a little bit down into this mixture and see what happens. I have a suspicion of what might happen, but I don't completely know what's going to happen. Wait. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a knife and mix these two things together to see if I make any more reactive by mixing them. Definitely making some weird orangey colored paste. That's pretty neat. And now with this orangey colored paste, I'm going to go ahead and do this reaction, but still got some on this knife. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off. Okay, and let's go ahead and add our vinegar now. And dun 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 dun. There we go. It's just a little bit more. Okay, so that was kind of basically what I thought would happen. Just mostly bubble. Just make a giant bubble cloud. That's kind of what I expected from soap, though. It kind of makes sense too. Well, kind of makes sense. It makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely rising. Okay, it's off of the camera now, so I'm going to go ahead and reposition my camera. It might actually make it over the top. I don't know. This is like the slowest reacting baking soda and vinegar thing ever. See how slow it's going up? But, I am going to see if it does make it over the top, because that will be really interesting if it does. But it's starting to slow down a whole lot right now. And I don't want to add any more of anything. And I guess that is where it's going to stop. It does not look like it's rising anymore. So that is that for that one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next component. Okay, we have went ahead and added the baking soda. And the next component that we're actually moving on to is hydrogen peroxide. So I'm going to go ahead and add that and then mix those two things together. Now I'm assuming these are not going to want to mix at first. Just going to add a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in there. Just mix these two things slightly, at least. There we go. That is decent. Now, with the soap one, I kind of expected it to do that. But with this one, I have no expectations at all because I don't know what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and add our vinegar and stand back and watch. That one's kind of a quicker, simple, fast reaction, mostly. Very similar to the basic baking soda and vinegar reaction. Kind of expected a little bit more from it, but whatever happens, happens. And my room really smells like vinegar now. It's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and add a little bit more vinegar just to see if I can re-kick it, or re-kick the reaction there. Just no? Okay, guess it doesn't want to restart. Oh, it kind of did. Okay then, there you go. Well, that one was kind of a boring, but you know, any reaction I'm okay with. So let's go ahead and dump this out, clean it up, and move on to the next one, which is, drum roll. No drum roll. Okay, it's wood glue. So I will see you momentarily. Okay, I went ahead and added the baking soda, so I'm going to try and open this glue container here. It is kind of glued together, so this may be an issue. Ugh. Yeah, this is held on really tightly. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and pause, and I'll be back when I can open this. I expected to open it really easily, but the cap is glued to it. So I will be back momentarily when I get this cap off. Okay, so it turns out I actually got off the cap the moment I stopped the video, so that was pretty surprising, especially because I couldn't get it open and I was kind of struggling a little bit. But let's go ahead and get some of this glue onto the baking soda and see what happens. And that should be a good enough little clump there. Yep. Okay, let's stop the flow of glue. Really does not want to stop. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my knife and mix that together. Kind of what I expected is that the glue is trying to stick to the knife, and it's not trying to mix with the baking soda at all. But I can work with this. Let's go ahead and scrape off the glue with the baking soda. There, I got a little bit of glue on my hand. Let's just toss this around for a second. Yeah, okay, I didn't really expect this to mix well, but there we go. Kind of expected this to happen, and let's go ahead and set off the reaction. It's probably going to be like a normal baking soda and vinegar reaction. And 3, 2, 1, booper duper. And booper duper again. There we go. Just as I expected, it's about a normal baking soda and vinegar reaction. So, don't know if it was worth trying to get off that glue cap. But, right, a reaction's a reaction. We may do more components because this one was kind of boring. So we may end up doing more components in the video. I'm going to go ahead and take this and actually swish it around a little bit. See if we can cause anything else to happen. It doesn't really look like it. We kind of just made it bubble a little bit more. But, yeah, pretty boring. I'm gonna go clear this out real fast, and I'll be back to show you what happened to the glue. I can't really see it right now, but I will see you in a moment. Turns out that there was a reaction inside of the cup that we could not see, and the reaction was with these glue. You know how it was all gluey? Now it's kind of just like a ball. It's a ball of somewhat gooey, like there's some goo on the inside, but the outside hardened and it turned into a ball of glue. It's kind of weird, but did not expect that to happen. So let's go ahead and move on to the last component. Unless I have more, I might do a fifth component. Secret bonus fifth component. So I will see you momentarily. Okay, I am back and I have put some baking soda into the cup. Oh yay, look, another thing that I can't get off. Another cap I can't get off. Okay, same thing again. I will be back in a freaking second because there's some stupid cap I can't get off again. So, I'll see you in a second. Well, turns out I could not get that cap open, so I'm having to substitute tanning oil for vegetable oil. Close enough, right? Yeah. Okay. Just gonna add very small amount of vegetable oil into there. Here we go. I think I may have put a little bit too much. Only one way to find out, and that's mixing. And it's actually kind of interesting. I did not expect it to mix, like actually mix at all with the vegetable oil, but kind of did a little bit. Okay, on to the vinegar. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do secret fifth component. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this. Boop, boop. That is really weird. I don't know if you can see it from the angle that the camera's focused on, but get at this from above. at that. There's like a bunch of weird bubbles that like kept floating up to the top and then erupting. That was actually pretty interesting. I'm kind of glad I did that one. I'm gonna twist it and shake it. See if I can get any more up. Well, I can tell you this, that was one strange reaction. Hello, and we are now on the 5th bonus component. Okay, I used the rest of the baking powder up for this component, but it's not just one component, it's a mixture. I'm going to be mixing several components with it. First component is like some jelly stuff. It's called dishwasher gel. Yes, dishwasher gel, the stuff that you use to clean your dishes. Next ingredient. Just a little bit of shaving cream. Just get a little bit of shaving cream in there. And the final ingredient that we're going to be adding is gel. There we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and mix all of this junk together and see what happens when we add the final stuff to it, like vinegar. All we have to do now is add vinegar to this mess of weirdness. I think I hear a garbage man. Yes, I do hear a garbage man. Okay, here we go. There's that chunk of weirdness down in there. And dun 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 dun, and boop. I think I put a little too much vinegar. But I think it's trying to go over the top here. Yeah, it is. It's trying to go over the top. Come on. Do it! Just do it! Didn't do it. But it got really close. Yes, you can! Do it! Yeah, okay, it's not going to go any higher up. But, let me go ahead and grab this knife here. Pop all those bubbles. And stir it because I can. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's trying to go back up again. Let's see. Are you gonna make it this time? Dun 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 dun. I don't think it is, but got close enough. And pop, 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 pop. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, go ahead and click that like button and leave a comment if you have something else that you want me to try. That is it, and I will see you all later.